Hello everyone, this is Shahnaz Parveen here with your online class. How are you doing? I hope all of you are fine and fantastic at home. I am also fine by the grace of Almighty Allah. Dear students, in our last class we started a class on parts of speech. We have already learned noun, pronoun and adjectives. In today's video, we are going to learn verb and its types. A verb is a word or a group of words which tells us what someone or something is doing or being. A word that denotes being, doing, having or an action or a state in any form is called a verb. Dear student, you can remember all informations about verbs by using this acrostic dash. D for doing verbs. Do, does, did. A for action words. S for state of being. Am, is, are, was, were, be. H for having verbs. Has, have, had. Now look at the examples. He does his homework. It is an example of doing verb. He plays football. It's simply an action word. He is a student. It is a state of being. He has a bicycle. It is an example of having verbs. Types of verb. Verb can be divided on basis of function, object, subject and tense. On basis of function, verbs are two types. Main or principal verb, auxiliary verb. Principal verb, a verb that expresses its meaning without the help of any other verb is called a main or principal verb. Look at the example. Rita sings a song. Auxiliary verb. Auxiliary verbs mean helping verbs. A verb that helps a main verb in expressing its meaning in accordance with tense, voice or mood is called an auxiliary verb. Auxiliary verbs are three types. They are primary auxiliary verb, modal auxiliary verb, semi-modal auxiliary verb. Primary auxiliary verbs to be am, is, are, was, were. To have, has, have, had. To do, does, did. Primary auxiliary verbs are used both as an auxiliary verb and a principal verb. For examples, as a principal verb, we are good friends. He has a nice dress. He did the work perfectly. As an auxiliary verb, they are playing cricket. I have done the work. I did not do the work. Modal auxiliary verbs can, could, may, might, shall, should, will, would, must, ought to. Look at the examples. She can speak English. It may rain today. We should speak the truth. You must get up early. We ought to respect our teacher. Semi-modal auxiliary verbs need, dare, used to, used as a semi-modal auxiliary verbs. They can be used both as an ordinary and modal verb. Now look at the examples. You need not go there. Here, need used as a modal verb. You don't need to go there. Here, need is used as an ordinary verb. She dare not oppose her parents. Here, dare is used as a modal verb. I did not dare to ask again. Here, dare is used as an ordinary verb. On basis of objects, verbs are two types, transitive and intransitive. Transitive, a verb that takes an object, is a transitive verb. The action passes over from the subject to an object. Now, look at the examples. I drink tea. The boy eats rice. Here, drink and eats are the example of transitive verb. There are various kinds of transitive verb. They are causative, factitive, reflexive, quasi-passive, reciprocal. Causative. The causatives are the verbs that are used to indicate that one person causes another person to do something for the first person. One can cause somebody to do something for him, her by asking, paying, requesting or forcing the person. Look at the examples. Mother feeds her baby. He showed me a picture. Here, feeds and showed are the examples of causative verb. Factitive. A factitive verb is a form of transitive verb that takes both an object and object complement, the two of which are in apposition. The most common factitive verbs are appoint, call, choose, consider, elect, find, make, think, name, select, etc. Look at the examples. We elected him chairman. Here, elected is a factitive verb and chairman is object complement. They call me fool. Here, call is a factitive verb. Reflexive. A reflexive verb is a verb whose direct object is the same as its subject. Look at the examples. I wash myself. He killed himself. Quasi-passive. Quasi means almost. When a verb is active in form but passive in sense is called quasi-passive verb. Look at the examples. Honey tastes sweet. Rice sells cheap. Here, taste and sells is the example of quasi-passive verb. Reciprocal. If the reciprocal pronoun is used as an object of a verb, then that verb is called reciprocal verb. Look at the example. They help one another. Mina and Rina like each other. Here, help and like are the examples of reciprocal verb. Intransitive. A verb that has no object is an intransitive verb. It makes a complete sense by itself without an object. Look at the examples. The girl sings. Birds fly. On basis of subject and tense, verbs are two types: finite verb, non-finite verb. Finite verb. A verb that completes the speech of a sentence and which is limited by number and person of the subject and changes its form according to the tense is called a finite verb. Look at the examples. She reads a book. I went to Dhaka yesterday. Look at the examples. Here the underlined words read and went complete the meaning of the sentence. Again, according to the number, person and tense, the form of the verb changes also. Non-finite verb. The verb which does not complete the speech in a sentence and which is not limited by person, number and does not change its form according to tense is called non-finite verb. Look at the examples. I saw him to go there. Learning English is not difficult. Look at the sentences. Here the speech and meaning is not complete. Again, the form of verb does not change according to tense. Some other kinds of verbs. Linking verb. A linking verb connects or links the subject to the another parts of the sentence called a subject complement. It may be noun or adjective. Am, is, are, was, were, been, being, appear, seem, find, become, grow, remain, feel, look, etc. are the examples of linking verb. Look at the examples. Rahul is a teacher. Here, subject Rahul is linked with subject complement teacher by is. The girl is meritorious. Here, the subject girl is linked with meritorious subject complement by is. A perception verb is a verb that describes one of the five senses: sight, hearing, smell, touch and taste. See, look, hear, smell, taste, feel, notice, seem, sound, observe, recognize, etc. are the examples of perception verb. They never use in the ing form. Look at the example. We see with our eyes. He feels very tired. Cognate verb. When intransitive verb is used as a transitive verb by using extra words is called cognate verb, and the extra words are called cognate object. Look at the example. He ran a race. I slept a sound sleep. Copulative verb. Some intransitive verbs can't express the fulfilled meaning of the sentence without extra words. These verbs are called intransitive verb of incomplete predication or copulative verb, and the extra words are called subjective complement. The flower is. You look. Look at the sentences on the right. The flower is beautiful. You look happy. Look at the sentences on the left. The verb is and look fails to express the full meaning. To express the full meaning, we use two extra words on the right. So, is and look is copulative verb here. Look, smell, fall, hear, remain, turn, appear, become, seem, grow, taste and to be verb are the examples of copulative verb. Incoherent verb. The term incoherent verb is used for a verb that denotes the beginning, development or final stage of a change of condition. Look at the examples. He is getting weak. It is growing dark. Get, grow, become, come, turn, fall, go, run are the examples of incoherent verb. Non-conclusive verb. A verb that expresses dislike, like, perceptions, emotions, etc. is called non-conclusive verb. I like watching movie. I hate smoking. Here, like and hate are the examples of non-conclusive verb. Like, dislike, love, hate, prefer, want, wish, agree, disagree, deny, mean, promise, feel, hear, see, smell, sound, taste, believe, imagine, remember, understand, depend, possesses, owe, impress, realize, concern, etc. are non-conclusive verbs. They never use in ing form. The verbs which are used in continuous tense are called progressive verb. Look at the examples. I am waiting for you. It has been raining since morning. Think, see, look, feel, listen, smell, watch. These non-progressive verbs sometimes used as a progressive verb. Look at the examples. What are you thinking about? I am seeing the doctor at 10 o'clock. He is now looking fresh. At this moment, I am feeling unwell. You are not listening to what I am saying. I am smelling something rotten. They are watching movie on TV. Impersonal verb. If introductory id is the subject of a verb, that verb is called impersonal verb. Look at the examples. It snows in winter. It rains in the rainy season. When transitive verbs are linked with preposition and adverb or both, and that functions as a verb whose meaning is different from the combined meaning of the individual words, are called group verb. Look at the examples. He looks after his old parents. Don't laugh at the poor. Dear viewers, this brings me to the end of the lesson. Now I hope you have a clear idea about verbs. I will be back with the rest part in my next class. Take care till then. Keep learning and keep watching. Stay at home and maintain the rules of health. Dear viewers, if you like the video, please press the like button. If you are new in my channel, please subscribe my channel now. And if you have any question, please write me in the comment section. I will try my best to answer the question. Goodbye.